and they'd have to entirely change the way they play if they were to acquire Giannis. Danny, I'll start with you.
Yep.
Where do you think the best fit for Giannis would be?
I mean, I'd rather see him. I spoke about this, and we've been talking about Giannis for a while.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we got a break
Yeah.
for the playoffs. I want to see him go somewhere where he can build his own. Like, he doesn't need to go to a team that's already good and that's ready to. I think his main destination was the Knicks. The Knicks don't need him anymore right now. So, like, now he's got to reroute somewhere else. That's why Boston is in, or talks in the mix of it. I think he should try to team up with a Anthony Edwards or a Devin Booker, if he could. Miami out of these two, I think it's better for him to find or build his own team. If he goes to Boston, they already have a system in place. They're already really good. I think he's a better fit in Boston, but I like Miami for him individually to do it on his own. It's a good organization. They have the atmosphere. They have all the pieces, the front office, and they'll find pieces around him. But Boston is probably what he needs and what they need, right? They shoot a lot of threes. They need a guy to mix it up to give that balance. They need somebody that gives you more twos, more pressure on the rim, but you have to let go of one of those other guys. And if it doesn't happen, now you might have a locker room that's not very happy. So you got to be careful how you move when it comes to this trade or trade talk. But yeah, even though Joe Mazzulla loves threes, I think this is what he needs to force them to change their offense just a little bit.
Devin Booker thinks. Perk?
Yeah, I like what Danny's saying. Maybe Phoenix, Minnesota would be great. But the problem is this, DG, Allie, is that he don't want to be on the West Coast.
Yeah, he wants to stay east.
He wants to stay east. Okay, so now that limits the options. And
he wants to be somewhere nice too, right? He wants somewhere the sun. I feel like
so he wants Miami.
This is part of his career. He wants some sun. He wants to be east.
He want to wiggle his toes in the sand a little bit.
Yeah.
But with that being said, my thing is this when it comes to Giannis, right? Giannis is a guy that absolutely moves the goalposts. And I know a lot of people out there, like the audience, the roadies right now, they're saying, well, shit, Milwaukee, they don't have to move Giannis where he wants to go. And I'm like, the hell if they don't.
He has leverage.
Because what people don't realize, he has fucking leverage. Because no team is going to want a Kawhi Leonard type deal. Meaning no team is going to want him for a short-term rental.
1 year.
No, they want to buy. Yeah, they
want to
buy that car.
Deal, right? He has 1 year left in the deal. And there ain't no guarantee you're going to win a championship. And if you trade all those pieces away for him and everything's gone after a year, it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Allie here, Richard here. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to go hit that subscribe button to stay tapped in with Road Trippin' all season long. You don't want to miss what we have in store. So subscribe, hit that notification bell, tell a friend to tell a friend. Road Trippin' is here. We're taking over.
No, stop blaming us for what Perk says.
You don't want to lease the car. Go ahead and buy that vehicle. You want to buy that vehicle. You want to lock him in for at least 3-4 years. To me, Boston, and I'm not being a homer, he needs to go to the Celtics with Jason Tatum. I'm to the point now, and they would never say it publicly. This is my own personal opinion. I didn't get this from no inside source with the Celtics, but I just feel like at this point, Jaylen Brown is somewhat talking himself right up out of that organization with his live stream. And people may say, man, Perk, you overreacting or you tripping. No, the fuck I'm not. Because, Allie, you've been in locker rooms, you played at a high level. In college, you covered at a high level. That's why you got all them fucking Emmys. DG, 3-time champion. And y'all know like I know that podcasting, that shit was not gonna be tolerated in our locker room because it breaks a trust. The most important thing that you need when you're trying to go win a championship is you need trust. We don't want to, hey man, we gotta be careful what we say around you, man. You sure we okay to have film session? Because we don't know what this motherfucker may go say on this thing. I feel like JB done got to this point, and it makes sense to me. JB the one that came out on his podcast, on this show, and said, this was the best season of my career. after he just won a championship and Finals MVP and Conference Finals MVP, and Jason Tatum was sidelined. Jason Tatum may not ever say nothing about it, but if I'm Jason Tatum, I feel some type of way. Like, damn, dog, I was out this year. I was out this year with an Achilles injury. And I'm just looking at it like you said, it brings that balance. Because when you have a dominant player like Giannis, Joe Mazzulla is going to be forced to change some things. And they don't need to add more pieces. Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Jason Tatum. That's enough right there to put them right back in the thick of things and saying, okay, we can look the Knicks eye to eye because the Knicks should be favored out of respect. We could look them, you know what I'm saying, and make that shit happen.
So you're thinking Giannis in Boston, which would mean no more Jaylen Brown there.
Yeah. You have to get one of them, Jason or Jaylen.
And you're going with Jaylen Brown.
He's saying Jaylen.
You ain't getting rid of Tatum. Tatum is he's the perfect poster boy.
Poster child.
He really is. Like, he ain't causing no distractions. You know what I'm saying? He got the, you know what I'm saying? He got the fresh fade all the time. He got the whole
dad
look
thing going on.
Yeah, man. And on top of that,
Ella May's the girl, you know what I'm saying? Boy living good. Pops in the building. Mom's is there.
Yeah. And on top of that, he got the game.
Yeah.
But you see those comments right there? I'm reading one. Like, people don't understand. I hear what Perk's saying, but so many guys have podcasts or do podcasts to me. It's kind of past Perk's point. No, the fuck is not.
No, back in 2017, we launched Road Trippin'. We launched this exact bad boy, and we had to change our schedule. This was 10 years ago, and I'm telling you, it's not getting any easier or lighter. We had to change our release schedule because if the Cavs lost, it was because we podcasted.
Yeah.
Which we all know that there is 24 hours in a day, and you're not spending you're not doing anything wrong, sitting there building camaraderie, building chemistry with your teammates, but it's a perception thing.
No, it is a perception thing.
Yeah.
In other places, they limit. Even if you have podcasts, they limit, especially during the playoffs, of how much you use them or do them. Obviously, Draymond has one doing one. I mean, the roommates, but it's very limited. And JB's more so doing streaming. I've had a few podcasts do well one, but it was very limited during the playoffs. It's like, all right, before a series, after the series, like when it's going on. It was like we aren't potting during that time, so we can get one before the series starts and then one after the series is over. So it's very limited. But streaming is like a totally different thing. Like that, like live streaming.
You gotta stream.
Yeah,
you gotta stream every day. But let me say this. People talking about Brunson got a podcast. Yeah, and it's a clip that's circulating right now that I did the show Roommates at All-Star Break with Jalen Brunson. And I was telling him, and I asked him in his face, hey, do you know what's in front of you? And you know what sparked that conversation? Did I say this already? Allie, did I tell you about this already?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so
we've only done 1,000 episodes, I'm not sure.
No, but you know what sparked that conversation? You know what sparked the conversation? Because I told him that it's a big thing that's ahead of him right now, and I kept asking him, do he understand